Pixar's Toy Story and Toy Story 2 aren't just animated films, they're landmarks in movie history. One launched an entire new era of computer animation, while the other proved Pixar wasn't a one hit wonder and could push storytelling and technology even further. But when you put these two classics side by side, which one really stands out as the strongest film? Today, we are breaking down everything from story and characters to animation, music, and even the posters to see how each movie holds up and where they shine the brightest. Toy Story's main goal is to have as much fun as possible without being concerned with themes or serious issues. Even Buzz's identity crisis is taken as a joke, with him coming off more like he lost his mind. The opening is full of childhood wonder, with a real homemade feel that is full of charm. After that, we are just hanging out in Andy's as they slowly build the rivalry between Woody and Buzz. These scenes are a ton of fun and absolutely hilarious. We are also introduced to Sid at this point, where they start to explore how different kids play with toys, but could be stronger if they did not necessarily see Sid as a villain and just a kid who plays with toys differently. Buzz Lightyear is the perfect foil for Woody, making them great partners for a buddy movie. Tim Allen does a phenomenal job voicing the character, with his confident and dry performance that sells the character's most comedic lines. Woody is another star character that walks such a great line between hero and villain. His arc is very simple but compelling, with a predictable arc about becoming friends with Buzz. For the first animated feature, I would say this movie looks pretty good, as it focuses on toys with a more plasticky texture. You can clearly see Pixar style focusing less on realism and more on giving the characters key features like a mouth and a nose that allow us to fill in the gaps. The animation is also incredibly charming with how it captures that childhood wonder that feels nostalgic for adults and magical for kids. The musical score is just as fun as the story and characters, adding so much flavor to those scenes, making them even more iconic. You Got a Friend in Me is amazing, perfectly setting the tone for the movie and becoming the anthem for the Toy Story franchise. This song also perfectly gets across the Woody's Andy relationship without a single bit of exposition. The Toy Story poster is bright and colorful, allowing it to stand out in the crowd with its nice blue and yellow contrast that match the logo. This poster also perfectly sells the Woody and Buzz relationship and how they become friends. Toy Story 2's opening is iconic and fun, with some incredible first-person shots, making you feel the momentum of Buzz flying. We also subtly set up Zurg to come back later in another iconic scene. Even if the opening does go on just a bit too long, the story picks up its momentum immediately, with how it reintroduces us to the main cast and core conflict. This movie is filled with exciting scenes, whether they are crossing the road to get to the toy store, or just messing around. This film is always an entertaining time. This brings us to the prospect reveal. On paper, It's a really cool twist that works thanks to some clever tricks from Pixar. But I think they reveal him too late, with the prospector being the first thing they deal with at the climax. I also feel these are some great themes for a movie, but are left so open ended that a lot of them don't reach their emotional conclusion. Woody's arc has been taken to its lowest point, no longer afraid of being the favorite, but scared of being abandoned completely. This adds new depth to his character, and is a perfect opportunity to test Woody's beliefs from the first movie. Buzz doesn't really grow in this movie. He's just there to complete his task of saving Woody, while the movie is hijacked by a new, gimmicky Buzz who just recycles old jokes. For long-term Pixar fans, it's cool to see Gary make a cameo appearance as the cleaner from Gary's Game. The animation in Toy Story 2 is amazing, capturing every little detail like dust on a shelf. Stupid detail only Pixar would care about. It also loves to play with scale even more than the first movie, with cool shots like Woody looking over the city. There are some incredible lighting scenes, like the Woody's Roundup merchandise scene. Woody's Roundup sounds like a real 70s TV show. When She Loved Me completely changes your perspective on Jessie from a one-dimensional cynical person to someone who we understand and can root for. My only problem is that it happens in the middle of the film, and as a result, they don't get much more time to explore Jessie outside of her song. Meanwhile, the Toy Story 2 poster feels more like a character or teaser poster, with a plain white background, making it have the opposite effect of the first movie poster. So, when it comes down to it, the first Toy Story still feels untouchable. It's simple, endlessly fun, and full of that handmade charm that made it feel like lightning in a bottle. That's why I'm giving it an easy spot in the S tier. As for Toy Story 2, it's still a fantastic sequel with some amazing moments, deeper animation, and of course, Jessie's heartbreaking backstory. But with its open-ended themes and some weaker choices for Buzz, it just doesn't quite hit the same heights as the original. So for now, it's sitting high in the A tier. Still great, just a step below perfection.